Woodies and Annie Fannies and Annie Insannies and Annie Stannies. I'm here trapped in New Jersey in the woods. Is that a body? Kind of looks like it. Looks like a body. Anyway, guys, I'm here. I'm trapped. All of the airlines shut down and I am stuck. I've been kidnapped by Todd's Asian mother and fed a lot of soups, okay? The continuity between my weight fluctuation is going to be wild on this one. Let's just say the Ripped and Rich Challenge is starting soon. January 1st, baby. Look, you can come see me in Vegas this Friday, tomorrow, and Saturday doing amazing, fun, Dick Clark-like shows, okay? Balls will drop. So will panties. It's going to be so much fun. Get your tickets to Wise Guys at AnnieLederman.com/shows. My next show after that is one night only at Flappers, January 14th. It's going to be so fun, so amazing. I've got an amazing lineup. I said amazing twice. Oh, well, who cares? We're not re-editing this. All right, baby. And I didn't mean editing. I meant shooting. But we don't care. We make mistakes and we show our flaws because that's what AnnieWood is about, okay? We're LD. We have learning disabilities, and I'm going to keep Todd backing up until he gets hit by a car. All right, guys. This episode's going to be incredible. I'm so excited for you to see it. I've been having a blast eating as much pho as you possibly can. I'm filled with pho, baby. Filled with pho. Go see my other dates coming up. I don't know what they are because it's too hard for me to check right now because we are literally in the woods trapped in freezing cold New Jersey. Freezing cold New Jersey. All right, baby. Go to AnnieLederman.com/shows to check it out and enjoy the show.
Welcome to AnnieWood.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. This is a week after that. It's New Year's now.
It's almost New Year's.
We're probably in Vegas. Did you come to watch the shows?
No, it's before the shows.
This is before the shows.
This will come out before.
Yes.
The shows, yes.
We are on our way to Vegas. We're on our way to Vegas. We're on our way to Vegas. Are you coming to party? If you don't go there, you're an idiot.
There you go.
I think you should come to Vegas. Really, I think like no matter where you live, you should just like make a choice to just buy a ticket and come to Vegas.
Yeah, your family will be all right.
Your family doesn't want to hang out with you on New Year's, okay? What are you going to do on New Year's? You're going to go do coke? What are you going to do, coke?
Oh my goodness.
Not in Vegas?
Oh my goodness.
We've got to edit that out. We've got to edit that out. It's the first 2 minutes. Come to Wise Guys. It's going to be so fun. Honestly, guys, if you can do it, if you can pull it off, fly your ASS's to Vegas. And you know I'm thinking about it spelled with an A and $2 signs, right?
Oh my God.
Come party with us. It's going to be so fun. I don't mean to be being desperate sounding because it's not desperate. I'm just worried about you guys missing out on the most fun time that you could possibly have. But with that said,
it's a couple days after Christmas right now, right?
It's a couple days. I don't know. You're the producer.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
He's calendar man.
So I want to do this because I am so curious about what this is.
Okay, so welcome to AnnieWood, episode 8.
8, yes.
Episode 8, Ocho. I've been in Costa Rica. Ocho. It is funny coming back from Costa Rica that I keep trying to say, like, speak the smallest amount of Spanish to everyone. It was so embarrassing. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a second. But what we do need to discuss is, all right, I'm gonna cut you off. You look like so guilty. No, you're so used to like talking at the wrong time as an ADD
only ever
person.
at the wrong time.
Yes, me too. So I've come to peace with it, and I realize anyone that doesn't like that I interrupt with jokes ain't my people, and they need to back away and find their own crew because they ain't on mine.
All
Sorry.
right. So,
But okay, so it is the holidays. We're banking these because we're going out of town. Todd got a package. It's unmarked. It's wrapped.
I got an unmarked package in the mail. It had no return address on it at all.
It's really scary.
So I was like, I just got it today, so I'm just.
I said save it for the pod. I also have some presents for the boys.
And it just says "believe" on the front, which is also scary.
Do you have like a hunch?
I don't, and I'm worried it's going to be corny and lame, and we did this for no reason.
Who cares? Corny and lame. It's the truth. Whatever it is it's the truth, and we're going to roll with it. And this is AnnieWood. We're all hanging out.
So,
we're
make your predictions on what it's going to be in the comments right now before I open it.
Fuck.
What could it be, right?
What could it be?
This is what it sounds like.
What's she weigh, you think?
Maybe it's a train.
sounded
I think it's a
broken.
train.
Sounds broken.
I think it's a train.
All right, we're opening it. Oh,
What is
I
it?
know what this is.
It's the mystery box?
It's the mystery box.
Okay, so tell everyone what
So-
this is. What's the guy's name?
I follow this guy on YouTube, or not YouTube, on Instagram. His name is, sorry, let me just, his name is, I spent $60 on this, by the way. His name is Brendan LMAO. He's like this kid that does these pranks, and he's so funny. He does like these pranks where he gets like a mystery box and he goes to like pawn shops and he gets like a $4 item, and he'll be like, hey, how much is this? And the guy will be like, oh, it's $4. And then he'd be like, oh, well, instead of $4, I could give you this mystery box, and what's in here could be worth twice or 3 times the amount. And the people always, every single time, they don't take the mystery box. And then he goes, oh, well, let's just see what's inside. And he opens it, and it's like $5,000. And he's
In
like,
cash.
oh. And he goes, oh, man, you could have had this. And they get so mad, like, half of the time, they always call the police after for some reason. I have no idea why, but
It's so funny. It's always these like old fat pawn shop owners, like so livid at this like rich little kid.
But he's just hilarious.
So Todd spent $60 on a mystery box.
So he started.
And listen, before we open this, I want you to know, like, we are okay with this being trash.
And he said there could be anything in it. It could be $500. He put like $500 in like 100 of them or something. So let's see. Didn't sound like $500, but.
It didn't, but it could be a fake out. But also,
be
we
a
don't
fake
care.
out.
We're excited to be a part of the experiment.
All right.
Oh, I'm
Let's
pumped.
start. It's so stupid. All right. So dumb.
Oh, it's bad, Bo.
Oh, you gave me a water bottle with a crab on
We
it.
love
That's
crabs.
actually
That's a
nice.
sign.
That's actually pretty
Is there any
good.
money inside of it?
Check inside, yeah.
I don't know.
That's
Scan
where my
if
mom
you
would put it.
dare, it says. It's a QR code.
Okay, cool. We'll scan that.
There's
in
a
second.
little elf with little
chapstick?
crab chapstick, crab flavor chapstick.
I love
This
it.
is
Yo,
This is
crab.
great. We love merch too. We're big merch.
Crab
Smell it. See if
flavored
it actually
chapstick.
smells like chapstick.
It's just cherry chapstick.
Oh my god, and here's Santa with a thing of cash. Maybe we did win the cash. There's a little thing in here.
Get the fuck out.
Oh
this
my
is
god, what did we
delicious.
get? Oh
It's
no,
not,
it's just,
it's not crab chapstick.
it's just another crab thing. It's an ornament.
Is this his logo? Is the crab?
I don't know. Oh, it actually might be. You might be right. Oh, I guess we didn't win the money though. There's a candy cane though. You want the candy cane?
This is this is Milfy Elf, Santa's personal favorite little helper, but not in a good way. This particular elf had an affair with Santa, which caused the collapse of Mr. and Mrs. Claus. Truly devastating. Milfy was also paid hush money to keep his affairs private. It's reported him and Jack Frost also had a fling.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
Okay, that's fun. Now let's look up
Wait,
the
his
QR
name
code.
is
Give me some
his name
M&Ms.
is Milfy?
there's some nasty M&Ms that say Merry Christmas from Brendan LMAO.
Okay, and then let's see the
There's a candy cane.
let's see
And then
the
the Christmas ornament with a crab
this.
on it.
You,
Let's see what the QR code
Yeah, you gotta
is.
scan if you dare. What if that's a Venmo for $500?
What is it?
It says Rick Rave, never give up. Times crab.
That's just
It's
crab.
a crab thing. Okay, well thanks, man.
Cool. That was fun.
It would have been really cool
To win the 500.
if we won the money, but that's okay. We don't need money. Speaking of money, guys, we've gotten a couple complaints about the amount of ads running on the YouTube page. Now, I don't know if you understand how YouTube works, but YouTube does run ads. That's how it exists, you know? I don't go put 5 ads here or whatever. It really just, the ads are just where the ads are. Now, we had an idea because Todd and I both have, oh, that's fun.
Is that cool?
I love it.
Well
Todd and I
done,
both
Todd.
have YouTube Red.
Yes.
Okay.
YouTube Red
So
is
we have
great.
decided that for the holiday season, we want you to treat yourself for the holidays. We want you to get YouTube Red and shut the fuck up. Okay. Just you either get YouTube Red for the $10 a month or you just skip the ads. You just wait and you skip them.
Well,
That's
here's the thing. It's people get so upset that there's ads. not even our ads. It's the ads that they cut into the YouTube.
It's
thing.
YouTube putting ads in.
And it's like, if you're getting so upset by this, it's $10 a month. That's what? A coffee at Starbucks.
Isn't your piece worth the same amount as a coffee at Starbucks?
Like, save your piece.
It's for you, because for me, I didn't have YouTube Red for a long time, and I just dealt with the ads. It just, to me, I wasn't even paying attention. I just went, okay, there's ads. Then Todd says, you got to respect yourself more. You got to buy that YouTube Red.
I think you have to respect yourself. I got YouTube Red because I was like you, you know? I was tired of seeing ad after ad. I watch a shit ton of YouTube. I watch it more than like TV now. And
YouTube's our main
I'm telling you, sometimes YouTube will log me out on accident, and then I click on a video and they play an ad, and I get so furious. I'm like, what the fuck? Ad? What the fuck is this shit? And
I just want to make sure there's no hidden money. Okay. I just feel like we're such winners and we're so lucky. Also, guys,
you just gave us a picture.
I have to announce Todd Fengsum Walker. Did you think I was not going to remember it? I was struggling.
Wait, that's real?
Fengsum.
Fang some.
Yes. We should
Yes.
name our kid Fang.
Damn.
No.
Right.
TJ, you're already named. You matter. Is now an Emmy Award winning editor.
That's right. Yes.
Add a lot of applause. Will you add a lot of applause?
Yeah. No.
Will you add underwear and bras being thrown at you?
Underwears and bras.
Yeah, you know how like, woo, and they'll just be throwing underwear at you?
Sure.
Oh my God.
You're not supposed to say it before I do it.
But then you take it, but then you'll clip this part out.
Oh, yeah. Even more work.
I just want people to know that I'm behind some of the edits. I'm not really. Todd's crushing this entire thing.
No, Making Fun on Netflix won a Children's and Family Emmy.
And what did you
for
beat out?
Best editing. Outstanding editing.
And that's with the showrunner, Mike O'Dare, who's one of my friends who I met on MySpace back in the day.
It was a big team of us, though. It was definitely not me.
But also, it wasn't just Mike O'Dare who hired Todd, who also hired my friend Matt Watkins, who was my friend who lived in Albuquerque when I lived in Santa Fe.
Yeah,
We had a mutual friend, Lizzie Hart.
He did a shit ton of it, too.
How crazy is that? He just heard my voice. He goes, wait, is your girlfriend Annie Lederman? Or I like came on one of their Zooms.
She used to just, whenever I had a Zoom meeting, Annie would just come up and be like, hi, guys.
It's all my friends working on it. What, am I going to go say hi to my friends? It's my freaking friends. But it was a lot of people I know, and they're winners, okay? I just want to say that. If you are an AnnieWoody, if you are an Orfanny, if you are a Stanny, a Fanny, an Insanny, a slug from another podcast, you are a winner. Okay? We didn't even win the money and we're winners. Do you understand? That's why I was a little surprised we didn't, because we always win everything. But anyway, again, come to Vegas. We're winners. We win.
Yeah. And now it just was announced that the other show I worked on Netflix is coming out next year at some time. They didn't announce when. But Outlast is coming out. That's
Outlast.
gonna be fun.
It's kind of like, I can say this because you probably can't say this, but I'm going to say this. It's like a love child of Survivor and Alone. It's a great show.
It's going to be great.
I only paid a little attention when Todd was talking to me about it because I wanted to actually be able to watch it. So I ignored him a little bit.
It's going to be fantastic.
I'm really excited about it.
But yeah.
The Survivor season has come to an end.
Yes, I predicted it. So if you go back a couple episodes, I predict who was going to win.
He literally predicted it, and it was a wild person. It was not a person that we thought were going to win.
It was an underdog win for sure. If I put money on it, I would have won a lot of money.
Under T-Dog? Ew, Todd.
An under T-Diggs.
Oh my goodness. Now, I got some presents for the boys, okay? For doing such a good job producing this show. Todd, can you hand them to me?
Yes.
I didn't wrap them because that would be Todd's job to wrap them and the presents for him, so I can't. And I didn't even put it together yet. Okay. So for Todd, I got him this
Here, I'll hold it.
cigarette Santa. Okay, so
Hold on, it's coming to pieces.
It came like this. I got it from
Look how
Walmart.
it came like this too.
Okay, so it's like a Santa, right, in a barrel, and then you lift up the barrel, and his penis is a cigarette,
and then you take the cigarette,
and then you blow it. And I got for Mike, because we're all following along, right? What's going on here with Mike Evans? I got him the creepy uncle version because we know his uncle definitely did molest him, even though he doesn't remember it. So it's the same. The penis is a cigarette. And then we got you a pack of cigarettes to go with it.
Oh my god.
I wanted to get you a carton of cigarettes because that's so Daddy Warbucks to get someone a carton of cigarettes.
Sick, yeah.
But we were in a rush.
Do you need a screwdriver to fucking screw this thing in?
I don't know.
No.
It's in your language. You tell us.
Hey, you know what?
Todd, what's this say?
Michael put it together.
Todd, what's this say?
It says,
Oh, wait, doesn't it go like that? Read it like that.
It says, ladder, dog, stop sign,
And
home. I'm skipping this one. This one's a guy painting a picture of himself. Look, doesn't that look like a guy?
Yeah, a
painting
guy
picture?
drawing his own portrait, yes. Or looking at himself in the mirror.
that last one's Kung Pao beef.
Do we have to blur out the cigarettes? We're going to get
think so.
demonetized. Anyone
that'll
that's
do it.
complaining, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Guys, also, I want to let you know, anyone that's complaining about ads or any of the edits we're doing, if we bleep anything out,
Oh, Jesus.
we're just trying to get the show into the algorithm, and we're so happy you guys are here in the beginning before this blows up. It's like very exciting that you guys are a part of it. So just know that anything that's probably annoying you a little bit is just to get the show popping and going, and I know that it's just to support the show. So we're excited.
All right. I'll put this one together while he puts that one together.
Hell
Okay,
yeah. Hey,
and then
I'm gonna go grab my little thing.
go grab your little thing.
Oh, it's a Christmas time. Oh, did anyone get Annie anything?
Nobody got me anything.
Oh, this one's not in pieces. That one is in pieces?
Here, put some smokes in there, man. I want to see it go.
Yeah, let me see.
Here, you want to use it? Here, you
Yeah.
can do it.
Oh.
He's such crackhead energy. He's so crazy.
All right. How does this thing work? The directions are in Ching Chong language. Oh, okay.
It's funny. It is pretty funny.
Here we go. The hole in the red circle position cannot emit smoke. Wait, what?
Emit smoke. You're supposed to light them ahead of time?
All right. Okay, so
Oh, I love it!
that's from our
Here.
from our balcony.
is?
We picked the piece off of our big one and Bianca
Oh,
repotted
we
it.
love it. Is it San
Annie
Pedro?
loves cactuses.
Dude, I'm a big cactus guy.
I did. Is it mescaline?
Fuck, I don't know much about
Is
that.
it San Pedro? It's so cute.
Yo, and also, I mean, I was
Yeah.
gonna give you guys the same pack here, but I didn't figure Annie would smoke the cigarettes. So here's some weed and an Adderall.
Oh, thank
And
you.
here's some weed.
Oh my
some
god,
cigarettes
we
in there.
did an Adderall. This is so man. This is the fact that we both got each other cigarettes is so funny.
We exchanged the same smoke.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, it's a Merry, Merry Christmas.
I really wanted to get you a carton of cigarettes because isn't that such a fucking baller present?
And you know, we got a lot of time for that. You know?
Yeah, I'll get you a carton. An Adderall on the top is so funny. And this weed is all for Todd.
Is it the Adderalls that... Oh, no, those are different Adderalls than ours.
Yeah, they're different than
No,
mine too.
these
This is
are
my
the-
first time ever getting
okay.
Doing the
cigarettes.
time release.
It's because everywhere I couldn't
The
find
good
mine anywhere.
ones, because
Yeah.
those are the best kind.
Yeah, so they're like, if have your doctor call and switch it to the time release ones, and we could fill it now. I'm like, fuck. All right, I'll try that.
All right, ready?
Because you don't want to not. Once you're on Adderall, if you aren't on Adderall, it's like you're dead.
Yeah,
All right,
You're
ready?
dead. Yeah. You
unfortunately.
guys ready? I think you pull it up, right? Where's
Oh.
the cigarette?
I'm
Oh!
Oh,
Oh!
Todd, hey. Nice. Dude,
Oh.
I'm so impressed with the mechanism, actually, man. That works
It's
so
pretty
good.
cool.
That is really cool.
Does that look like your uncle that molested you?
It is uncanny. It's exactly him.
This thing is dope. You just have to put it in here.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, she's such a good
Oh,
gift
I
giver.
know how to get good gifts. I love things.
She's a thing girl.
I'm a novelty gift giver myself. I'm Annie Warbucks. Also, though, I do. The problem with Christmas is presents are more fun when it's spontaneous, I think. I also think instead of giving Christmas presents, you should be giving New Year's presents because that's more exciting.
Yeah.
Because like Christmas is what? It's Jesus' birthday? Is it Jesus' birthday?
It is Jesus' birthday, you're right.
The only reason I know that is because my dad always says it's his birthday, that he's baby Jesus.
Here's the thing. Jesus was never born. There was no record of Jesus Christ being ever born. So, take that with you.
Damn, Todd.
Kanye.
Yeah.
It's
I
so
do want to
annoying.
eat these. I can't eat them.
Don't eat them. You're going to eat them on the... I had a cut around you eating on the last podcast.
What was I eating?
You're eating like a Ferrero Rocher in the middle of the podcast.
Ferrero Rochers are for whenever, dude.
You're just eating a Ferrero. I was like, what the hell? I was like, where did she get that?
A gas station, obviously. Where else do you get them? A fucking gas station.
She got the single at the register.
Yes, as an impulse buy.
Yeah. Up there with those little Rosa wheels or whatever. You know those things? What the fuck is that?
Or like the panty rose, where it's like underwear and a rose, or a crack pipe. Sometimes they sell there, and also what's another? Oh, the chocolate cherry.
Yeah. The crack pipe roses are so people don't know about that. It's like yeah, that's a crack pipe.
We know who knows about it. Our resident crackhead. Thank you so much for the Adderall. That is really a beautiful gift. I used to always, whenever my mom gave me a present for Christmas, I'd like shake it, and if it didn't sound like a rattle, I was like, nobody wants this, Mom. Just give me Adderall.
Yeah, this is the one with the little beads in it.
Yeah, those are crazy.
Yeah, they are crazy. They're not. I don't prefer them.
They're not our favorite sweet kind. They don't have that sweet taste.
Open the capsule and dump them in so that it's not so time releasey.
Yeah, I don't like that time release.
Can you just snort the little beads?
So,
oh my God, we're so demonetized at this point.
So actually, it's a certain stomach enzyme that triggers those release.
Okay.
So in college, we would try to snort those beads, and like we learned years later, it's like we thought that was working, saw placebo, and you're like, woo! And like,
all right, so I just got back from a trip in Costa Rica where I went with my breathwork shaman to do how many days was I gone? 6?
Yeah, almost
6 days of breath work. It was absolutely amazing. There were no hallucinogens, no drugs, nothing involved except my own breath. And I tripped and I saw things. We went to a hot spring and I don't remember what the place was called, honestly. I don't remember where we were. I didn't know where we were. I didn't look in the mirror forever.
She didn't look at any monkeys.
I didn't see any monkeys. I was in a jungle. I was in a rainforest. I was hiking. I was doing other stuff. I was eating this weird vegan food. It was so refreshing. We did breath work in a hot spring. Okay, we brought snorkels. I didn't do face down because I don't know how to use a snorkel, so I started freaking out. And I was like, maybe it was supposed to be a rebirth. I was like, I think I did choke on the pussy juice.
No,
So it might
I
have
bet
been.
you put the snorkel in your mouth and you try to breathe in through your nose and you suck the water up.
There was a little nasal breathing. There was a partial nasal breathing.
it's not you that doesn't get how to use a snorkel. Snorkels are fucking stupid.
They're hard to get used to.
It's not a very long tube. It's like if you got to go all the way up to from here
Yeah.
to get air, just go up and get air.
So you had like a partner that would hold you to make sure you didn't, because the river was like running fast. So I was like, this guy Mark was like holding my shoulders, and I was laying on my back. Why, you jealous?
Don't worry, Todd. I'm writing it down. Is that Mark with a?
Mark is a nurse, okay? Mark is a 60-year-old nurse. You're fine. Mark is a 60-year-old nurse, a weed nurse. One girl was like, he's a weed nurse. It was very fun. The dynamics, every time I go into a group situation, I look at everyone like it's Survivor. You know, I was like, where are the alliances? I let everyone know who I'd be voting off first. You see who has the most compelling story, you're like, you're out of here. But it was really amazing. Yeah, but this guy, Mark, was like holding my shoulders, okay? And I was going downstream, so I was like, you know, the whole time I was like floating, and I was like, you know. But it was amazing. And I had like these visions because my mom had always told me that my birth was like, I was born breech. So I guess me with my feet down, I was still breech. But so I was born breech. I had my twin brother. My twin brother came out first, head first, and then they said I kicked him out. And my mom always tells this story. Her mother had passed away when she was pregnant with me and my twin brother, and she had always said that when they went to the ultrasound, it was right after my grandmother died. They went to the ultrasound. They found out that they were having twins. My dad went, yes. And my mom started crying. She was devastated. Okay. And then she kind of always talked about I was like difficult. I was in an incubator, all this stuff. So I have this like negative birth story that I didn't really realize until I was doing this breath work. I know this sounds crazy. Okay.
How do you have a negative birth?
You had a negative, you're an incubator baby.
And look at me, I came out great.
I was C-section and I had like 8% oxygen by the time I got out, and I was like dark purple, but like they're like, he's gonna be brain damaged for sure.
He's gonna have ADHD.
Yeah, he's gonna,
This kid is gonna have crack mentality, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about this kid, but he screams crackety crack crack crack. No, but it was weird because it was like, even though it sounds ridiculous, it does kind of make sense that you would hold on to these sort of traumas of birth because it is just a traumatizing experience. You go from a warm place to like a cold thing, especially if you're cut out of your mom. You're all fucked up from this, I promise.
Mm-hmm.
Todd, incubator shit's fucked up.
No, here, see, this is what I picture, because I was premature. I picture I was just ready to come out. I was like a month.
You are early. You're never
Yeah.
late. You're
Yeah.
never late.
I was just, and it did kind of affect, I feel like throughout my whole life, like, I remember being a kid, and like, I always just wanted to be older. I was always like, oh my God, I can't wait till,
Wow.
I can't
And
wait
you
till
do
I'm in
act
high
older.
school. I know, I was like, I can't wait till I could drive. I
Can't wait till I
could
can
do
bang
this.
Annie Lederman.
Annie, what about you? Does your punctuality mirror your birth situation? Because mine does. Like balls to the wall. Like
Yeah,
I make
maybe.
it barely on time. I always get by barely, but
Yeah.
it's fucking chaos.
I think I get there last, okay? I was the
Yeah.
last born. I do get there last.
Is there last?
I kick through the door. I make a scene.
She
And
needs to
then a
be
lot of people leave me
hospitalized.
alone. And then people leave me alone for 7 days. But also, like, think about how traumatic it is to be, like, in utero with my brother. So I have another person with me and my mom. And then we're born and I'm in a fucking incubator for 7 days. I have no one to hug or anything. I'm all alone.
There was nurses there.
No, the nurses don't just sit with you. And by the way, I was healthy. I wasn't like a see-through premature baby like you probably were. You were probably all translucent
No, I
and
was.
see-through.
Your spring roll ass.
I came out great.
Fucking spring roll. You spring roll ass motherfucker. Yes, Mike Evans. Point to Mike Evans. You spring roll ass motherfucker. I was like full. I was the fucking.
No, my parents said I came out like a frog. Like my legs were all like.
I can
froggy.
totally see that. You're froggy. You are froggy. Remember that picture I found
Which one?
of you today with your like bread bowling? Todd has the most disgusting picture. I wish we could show it to you, but it's unacceptable. Like, it shouldn't even be my phone. I should be arrested. He's wearing like see-through underwear. For some reason, the underwear is see-through.
Yeah, it's weird.
And he's bread bowling, of course, his legs like up behind his ears. And you can just see his nutsack. And he's like got this evil, it's before he got his LASIK, so his eyes are like, he's wearing his glasses and he's just got this evil like school shooter face. You know, school shooters always like look like they're looking down and then their last
the
picture. they're
1,000
always,
yard
like,
stare. Yeah.
But he had his like, his smile, the movie Smile. And he's bread bowl. And I just found it today. I was like, Todd, are you ready to laugh? Todd gets a real kick out of himself, so I knew he'd like it.
I do.
But that's how I imagine you coming out, like
Ass first.
ass first. But anyway, so I had this like incredible experience. And what I felt was that I did have this really bonding experience with my mom because I had that 6 minutes alone with her. That's how I felt like. And by the way, my brother and I were born at midnight and we have 2 different birthdays, 6 minutes apart. He's July 19th and I'm July 20th. I was born at 12:04 a.m.
That can't be very
and
common,
he's
huh?
11:58. No, but I met Ralph Sutton, who does stuff with Big J Okerson, and his brother, Joe. I used to wait on them, wait tables. Ralph is really tall. Joe is really short. They were born, I don't know how many minutes apart, but at midnight on New Year's Eve, 1969 and 1970. So they have 2 different years.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
That is interesting.
You know what it's like? It's like having one sleeve on and then the other sleeve off.
I was like hot, but not ready to. I was hot, but not ready to be fully nude. How about when you are walking down the street in Grand Rapids, you've never been to this bitch, and you just walk into your trainer. I was about to.
That looks like
I'm like, is that me crossing the street? Is that my stunt double?
Your stunt double.
I mean, could you even imagine anything different? He's just walking around the arena, completely barefoot, completely
Water in the pocket. Staying
water in the
healthy.
pocket, staying healthy.
How much is this one?
Look at us. Yes, yes.
Does it look good?
It looks so good.
Here's another color.
Should I wear it in should I wear it in February when I'm at the Mullet Arena?
Is that what it's
For the
called?
Super Bowl? Yeah, the name of the place is the Mullet Arena. I thought,
You need some Oakley sunglasses with that.
Look in the mirror, Bert.
Right now I know exactly
Okay,
what
so who is it?
He's a very
What are you
successful funny comedian. Bert, I think she does know who you are.
I think I'll take it. Can I take my shirt off with it on? Should we try?
Bert, zip your pants.
Uh-oh. All right, let's just see if this works. And this is the real test to see how my show is going to go.
Oh my God!
Tempe, February 9th, 10th, and 11th at the Mullet Arena. I'll be there with Shane Gillis and Mark Norman. Super Bowl weekend, baby, but I'm not allowed to say that. Oh!
He just saw the sign. That was so cute.
Good to meet you, man.
Big fan.
I don't see anything in his size yet, though. What's going on here? Should we get some food? Should we go eat?
Thirsty?
Hungry?
Thirsty?
Hungry?
Thirsty?
Okay, so mopping for us was to start here, bring it over, take it over, flip it over, other side.
Oh my God, who
Take
made
it
you do
over,
this?
flip it over, other side. Really kill it.
Do you feel back at home?
In, and then it's up. Flip, and take it, and flip. I flip.
Ah,
Watch me mop. Oh, it looks good though, doesn't it?
it does look actually great. All right, Bert, what'd you do tonight?
Tonight, I taught everyone that, well, hold on. I performed in front of
Where?
11,000 people.
At an arena?
At an arena.
Where?
In Grand Rapids, but more importantly, we ended up at Founders with one of the best beers in America. And I taught everyone how to mop.
There's more important information. Where am I going to be tomorrow? In Grand Rapids?
You're gonna be in Grand Rapids at Doc.
I'm going to be, no. It's called The Listening Room, and I will be performing. I'll be performing to a 200-seat arena. Okay?
The listening.
I don't know what the fuck it's called. What is promoters? It's The Listening Room. It's the downtown room.
It's called the shush, don't say anything. Shush,
Library.
don't talk.
Comedy at the library.
The Listening Room. Everybody quiet down. I have some things
It's
to
the
teach you.
abortion cafeteria. Don't anyone talk.
And where are you trying them to see me? At
The listening room. Listening room.
Friday and Saturday, 2 shows each. Come out. I have merch. It's not big enough for your bodies. This episode is brought to you by Manscaped. Something that we left at home because we thought we'd only be here for a few days. And now we are trapped. And let's just say, you can throw away your wreaths, but we can. There is a Christmas wreath between both of our legs, and it is not looking good for us. I wish we brought our Manscaped. It is portable. It is amazing. They have a lawnmower. They have a nose trimmer. There were so many things we could have brought, but we really got cocky. We really thought the airlines would not let us down. We thought we're popping into Jersey, we're popping out. I am now a 57-year-old housewife. I don't know if you can tell. I believe in gypsies, and I work at the mall. So guys, get your Manscaped. Do not make the mistakes like we did. Trim it up. Make it look good and fresh for the new year. Do not humiliate your family. Go to manscaped.com with the promo code Annie to get 25% off plus free shipping. That's manscaped.com, promo code Annie for 25% off plus free shipping. Trim your bush. But anyway, so I had this incredible experience, and I felt like I kind of rewrote my birth story. I felt like very like, I felt all the love and not all of this like anger, but I realized that I was feeling like I was apologizing for my existence on this earth. I was feeling like my mom didn't want me. I felt like this underlying feeling of not being wanted by my mother. And I've been acting that way, and I chase people that don't want me. You've seen me do it.
Well, yeah. I remember this is a quote from a movie called Before Sunset. Is that the first one?
I don't know. There's so many of them. They're all good.
Yeah. Whatever the first one is. Ethan Hawke talks about that where he was like, yeah, no, my parents didn't want me. I was unplanned. And he's like, I think that's, it kind of sounds like morbid, but he's like, I kind of like it. It's kind of like, it's just like he's like, he says he views his life as just like him crashing like this party that he wasn't invited to. And he's like, he could just have fun. It's very existential,
Yeah.
But
I think that I just had this like deep rooted sadness that I didn't realize, where I was just feeling really unwanted. But I unearthed it. That's why I love breathwork, because you get to like the root of what's really happening, like where you're holding it in your body and stuff. And I don't care if this sounds GAY. Okay? I don't care, because it's true. It was really so amazing, and it was so fun. I was feeling just so empowered, and I feel like I really came back feeling stronger. Do I seem different? Do I seem better?
yeah.
Todd doesn't want me to go away. He gets sad without me. So he tries to act
sad.
like I'm not changing or getting better. I'm growing as a person.
No, she's getting so much better, and she's changing, and she's learning and loving and always learning.
I'm always learning. Todd got me a mug that says always learning. It's so sweet. Always learning. I am always learning, but it was really amazing. And I have to confess something that happened.
Oh no.
We did a visualization. Okay, first of all, at the very end of the weekend, my breathwork shaman, he has these tarot cards that he painted and made, and he has their cards of all of the different gods and archetypes. And so he was asking us, like, what is something that we want to work on? And then he picked like a archetype and a god that he thought would be something that we could use and kind of call into our own visions for ourselves.
Mhm.
And so I said that I really wanted to stand strong in my decisions and my own authority and trust myself, and I'm always like putting other people before me. I just like am not like, there's just been times where I won't put effort into something because I'm afraid it'll hurt someone else's feelings or something. I'm just like putting other people's feelings first and apologizing for my own feelings, not having my own comfort. Like I was thinking when I was walking from the river back to the van that was taking us back to the place we were staying, I had a pebble in my shoe and I wasn't stopping to get the pebble out. I was like, it's fine. I'll just be uncomfortable. It's not a big deal.
It's you never being able to feel like you're worth the trouble that you would at any point go through for anybody else.
Yes, 100%. Yep. And that if I stopped to get the pebble out, I might like stop. People would have to stop and wait for me or whatever. So I'm like, I'll just like walk with this pebble in my, but it's like, why am I doing this martyr shit? Like, why do I have to sacrifice my own comfort and my own needs for other people who, like, if they had a rock in their shoe, they'd just get the rock out, and I wouldn't be mad at them for getting the fucking rock out. It wouldn't even occur to me, but it's like not even, it's just, I don't even take the steps for my own comfort. I'm never even in my body. Like, I don't even feel myself sometimes. Like, I don't even know how I feel. Todd will be like, is it cold or hot out? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't even like take in inventory of how I'm feeling, because I'm so focused on how other people are feeling, because I was afraid that my mom wouldn't like me if I didn't like do what she wanted. This is so bad. Sorry. I don't care. I don't care. I'm being
sad.
my full self. It is sad, but it's okay because I figured it out. And I just didn't realize that was down there. That was like this like motivating force. So what I realized is with the pebble is it's like I can just take the pebble out of my shoe, and it doesn't have to be like, because I'll end up being mad at the pebble eventually when my foot hurts. I'll be like, fucking pebble sucks. Fucking pebble. And instead of being mad at the pebble, I can just like let the pebble out, and the pebble can stay on the ground where it's supposed to be. And I don't have to take it with me. It can stay fucking underneath my fucking shoe while I walk forward. I don't have to be mad at it. But anyway, so these were some of the lessons that I learned and everything. And then, so what I was saying was I really wanted to solidify this authority I had in myself, and that I know the right things for myself, and to trust my creative endeavors, which, by the way, this podcast is a complete manifestation of that. I'm so happy with it. It makes me feel so good. It's exactly what I want. I don't have to like appease anyone else.
Mhm.
It's my beau. I trust him. Mike, my crackhead. It's like, it's exciting. All of the guests have been a dream. It's just been really fun. I'm just excited for where it's going to go. The fans have been awesome. I love you. But anyway, so that's what I said to my shaman. And he gave me the Zeus card. Okay.
Mhm.
And then we did a meditation where we like put the card in front of us and then we imagined the card like coming into us and being a part of us. And then we did a whole visualization of like this pure land where we're our higher selves and our best selves. And in my pure land, I was like channeling Zeus. I was like throwing out, this is all like just coming to me in a breath work, okay? I'm just like throwing down these like crystal lightning bolts. And it was like building up to this big throne, and I was on this like giant throne all the way up in the sky, right? And I was sitting on it, and then I have to admit something happened.
What?
Zeus came and banged me.
Ew!
I cheated on you with Zeus.
Ew.
But it wasn't him, it was a part of me. I was fucking myself. Are you mad at me?
What did he look like? Do you have abs?
Spray tan.
He just looked like his picture. He just looked like the picture. Do you want to see it? He's not
Oh
my
my
type.
God.
You know I don't like
What
abs.
picture? You have a
I'll show you the picture of the
him now?
car.
You looking up Zeus?
Are you jealous?
I mean,
Are you jealous?
Yeah, he's jealous.
I didn't
I'm
know.
jealous.
I didn't know you like Greek guys.
Ew, it's like Giannis. The only Greek guys I know are Giannis and Stavros.
Yeah.
It's just, it's like there's this part of me that wants to be cool and look a certain way and not say things that are this vulnerable, but it's like I don't know what to say. I did breath work in a fucking rainforest for 6 days and I had visions and weird things and I feel so good and happy and have like a better relationship with my parents and love my boyfriend even more. And I feel like I healed some things. I'm sorry, fuck Zeus. But it was good. It was me. I was fucking myself. I was fucking myself.
She was hiding it from me all this time.
No, I
so
was
she could
waiting.
say
I
it.
wanted to do it in front of the camera. I wanted to see the reveal. He did look hurt though, didn't he?
I mean,
He
was
looked
a
like
little
action
stunned.
man. But he also had
No.
a dream. Didn't you have a dream that I cheated on you?
I had a dream that you were like I like caught you like taking pictures and like sending it to someone, like naked pictures, and I was like,
Of who? Randy?
Of you. You were taking
No,
naked
I
pictures
would
of yourself
never.
and sending it, and I was like, who did you send it to? And
I
you
would
were
never,
like-
not at this
you were like,
weight.
don't worry about it.
Oh, I
This
want,
way?
I want to know who it was in the dream still.
Yeah, did you find out who it
No,
was?
you at the very end of the dream, you were like, fine, take my phone, see who it was, whatever. And I took it, and as soon as I like opened your phone, I like woke up.
Oh.
Who did you think it was? Who did you feel it was?
I
when
don't
you woke
know.
up?
I have no idea.
Zeus?
I have no idea.
Little did you know it was the god of war. What is he?
Hey, if you got Todd into that stream, do you think he could get into it? Do you think he could like get there?
Well, here's the thing.
Who's
I
his
basically I had like a moment like that while you were there, but it was watching a movie, and I was watching.
You had like a come to
I mean,
Jesus.
Hercules. He was
I
watching
got
Hercules.
high. I got high, and I watched Everything Everywhere at Once again. We saw it in the movie theater. It's like one of the best movies ever, honestly. And I got high and I rewatched it, and I cried so hard. I
What
cried
part did you
so
cry at?
much that I got sick from me crying.
Aw.
I got a headache, and then I got nauseous, and I had to take a nap. I swear
Did
to
you
God.
miss me?
I did. It was about you. That's why I was crying.
What were you crying about?
It was here. Let me put these on just in case.
Oh my god,
the
I'm
tears-
getting teary too. What if I need sunglasses?
Ah, dude, it's much less
It was-
reasonable for me to cry, and I'm also going to.
Oh my god, Mike needs glasses.
It was.
Oh my
hard to
god.
talk about. It was it was like
We always watch reality TV, and the fucking black guys on Married at First Sight are always like,
you know, when they started to like get a little vulnerable, they're like, but it was about like the woman is like, and she's like a fighter, you know, that's like the thing, like the ongoing theme is like she's like the fighter, and her husband.
and he's the kid?
No, the husband's like a stoic. No, the husband is like the stoic where he.
I was so late to that. I was really late.
Todd's just getting it right now.
And it was the scene where she comes back and she dies and then she like comes back to life. Spoiler alert if no one's seen it. But she dies and she like comes back to life. And when she comes back, she has like all this like vengeance and she's going through all the universes and like fucking over everybody that like did her wrong in all the universes and shit. And she's just like basically, you know, like fighting like everything, literally. And there was a scene where like the husband gets up and he's like, stop fighting, please stop fighting. And then it like goes to like, it really is just like the saddest shit. I don't know why. Or he's like, I know you see yourself a fighter, and then I started thinking about you. I was like, my beau's a fighter. She's been fighting her whole life. I was like, oh my god. Like she's always fighting. She has so much to fight about. And then, and he's like, I know you think I'm weak, but he's like, this is how I fight. Because he's like very lighthearted, you know.
He's a Todd. That's himself.
And then he was like,
I don't think you're weak, even though you're crying on camera.
But then it was the part where I was like, oh, was like, it was when he was like, it's like the famous line of the movie where he's like, he's in that universe and he's talking to her and he's like, I just want to let you know that I would have loved to done laundry and taxes with you.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, I knew that's where that was going.
And then it like cuts to him like he's like cleaning and like doing laundry. And he's like laughing and having fun doing laundry.
Oh. Bo.
That's me and my Bo.
And then when I came home, he had done the laundry.
It was crazy.
Oh my god, look how much he's crying. He's so cute.
So beautiful.
That's so precious. I love my Bo.
Yeah, nice.
Why'd you throw my hand down? Too vulnerable?
I need a,
Yeah, he's like, I
need
just
a
gave it up
tissue.
for 5 straight minutes. Will you leave me
I
alone?
know. That is so precious. Thanks for acknowledging that I've been fighting, because it is like, I have been fighting a lot.
Damn.
I feel like I don't have to
She
fight.
has been.
I know. I've dated so many mean monsters too. It's like, and I couldn't do anything. I'm like fighting within my own fucking relationship and stuff. Like even earlier when you said the arm thing and I was like, you're making me like, I never do anything mean to you. You never, ever, ever do anything to hurt me. It's like so nice.
So
Remember
I
when
gotta
we were
hit this.
first started dating and you were like, because when Todd and I first started dating, it was like right before the pandemic. And I was like, he was so much younger than me. And I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do with this kid? This is crazy. I have a career. I can't, like, I was like the movie star bitch. Like, I was like, I can't like be
Yeah.
with someone. I can't get ahead and have a boyfriend. It's like, because so many of my boyfriends before had just taken everything from me. And I had to give it to them. Like, I'm not blaming them, but it's like, they just took everything, all of my worth, all of my comedy, all of my everything. I was like, basically like, I feel like I was like working for them, you know? And so it always felt like it just wasn't a thing I could have both. And I missed my meditation class or my yoga class or something. And I was like freaking out. And I was like, you got to get out of here. Like, I can't have a boyfriend. Like, you're distracting me. And you were like, don't you just want someone that can take care of you and help you get to your yoga class? And I was like, no, get the fuck out of here. No. You're like, don't you just want like love and understanding? And I was like, no.
But then that's what she realizes too. She starts fighting again. He's like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm learning to fight like you. And that's when she like throws like the eyes, like the silly eyes on everybody. And she like fights by like helping the people that.
Yeah. And you
Where she was
you have helped like soften me and make me.
Oh.
I love my crying Asian boyfriend. He's crying in his Asian movie. But like, and the pandemic is what I mean, because we had that one fight. It wasn't even like a fight. I just was freaking out. It was when I was opening for Louis. Remember that? And you were staying at the house, and I was like, I need you to get out of there. I can't have a boyfriend. I can't like. And you were like, all right, fine, I'll leave. And then I was like,
I was
no.
like, all right, I'll pack up my PlayStation and go.
I was like, no, don't go. And I just never could have imagined like not being with you ever. I love you. But anyway, so I get back from my breath work. And so Todd and I have been looking at, Todd already asked my parents for my hand in marriage. But I wanted, like, I had this idea of this big ring I wanted, and it's kind of an analogy, right? I had this idea of this big flashy life and this big ring or whatever that I wanted. And we've been like looking around, and
she's like, no, that one's not big enough.
That one's not big enough. I want a really big one. Like because there was no jewelry in my family left because my sister-in-laws have it, or some got stolen back in the day. So I was just sort of like, oh, well, I'm not going to get a family heirloom, so I may as well just get a fucking big ass ring. And we went and we like looked at rings, and it just wasn't like.
And I was like, so we looked at this one ring, and I was like, is this bigger than like your sister's-in-law's rings? She's like, yeah. And I was like, well, whose ring are you trying to be bigger than?
Lady Gaga, J-Lo, I don't know, Avril Lavigne. I love Avril Lavigne's giant ass fucking heart-shaped ring. I'm stepping into this new part of my fucking career. I want a fucking ring to go with it, you know? And that's where I was going. And it was just like, we found this ring that was like good enough. I was like, okay, it's good enough, you know? And the lady was like, all right, well, you can just put a down payment now. And I started to have a fucking panic attack. I was like, we got to get out of here. And it wasn't because I don't want to get engaged. It was just like the decision of the ring was just like killing me. And I was like, I don't know what to do. So we're in this like.
Well, you get like that with every big expense too.
Yeah.
Even
not
though
always.
Like
I try not to.
Sometimes you're like, oh boy.
When? With what? No, I love spending money. It's such a treat to spend this much money. We have 5,000 cameras. We bought so many cameras. Like, yay, another camera? This is incredible.
But it was like, I guess it was like when I was going to spend the money, you were like, wait, no, don't.
It just didn't feel like, I started to get like itchy and hot. I was taking my phone case off and putting it back on. I was just like, I don't know. The vibe was weird. It was like weird to go to a jeweler.
Well, you just didn't want to, I feel like you didn't want to like commit to like one ring.
Yeah.
That you didn't you liked it enough, but you didn't absolutely
I thought there'd be like a ring I like loved, you know? But then I was like, I don't want to, like how much money we're going to put, and then what am I going to get fucking robbed? Or, you know, it was just a lot to think about. I wasn't ready for the decision. So we like leave and we go eat and everything's fine. And then I didn't want to send you into a weird money spiral. I feel like it's contagious if someone starts freaking out about money, like everyone in the room starts freaking out about money. And I think the way I've learned to actually start manifesting money is to just never let myself have that feeling, to always like feel through it real fast. But then like, what is the root of it? It's like, it's like scarcity, lack.
You used to even make like jokes about how you had no money.
I used to go, I only have $100. And I only had $100. Every time I'd say that, we need to help you because
oh my God, bro.
We had to help you.
Yeah.
That was a long text you sent him. I was like, Jesus Christ, I just have ADD. I just forgot to send it to you.
Yo,
we're good for the money, dude. You don't fucking need to worry about it. You're good. You're with us now. You're fine.
I gotta make it clear that I'm not where's the fucking money guy. That's so weird to be that. You know what I mean? To be like new aggressive guy and be like, yo, but it's like you just feel embarrassed when you gotta be like, yo, I need money so bad that I'm just trying to track down any that might be.
Yeah, but you could also just send the text going like, hey, just following up. Can I get paid?
Totally, but like I'm such a head case. Like that's what I mean. It's anxiety. I can't. I'm like, well, how might he read that compared to how I typed it?
But it's something I need to work on too because Jetski had to remind me to pay her too. Like Josh is always like whatever, and then I just send Josh so much money. Like I'll just send Josh like the largest chunk of money just randomly because I just look in the middle of the night. We'll wake up and be like, I didn't pay Josh. Fuck. But Jetski had to remind me, and she knew. She was like, because she's kind of like starting to like blow up where she's starting to make money and she's like learning how to ask for it and everything. I'm grateful when you guys remind me because I don't want to not have paid you, but I just have fucking ADD. But now this Adderall is going to help me. This weed Adderall is going to help me pay you. But that's something I want to work on too because I don't want the people around me to ever worry about money or to ever like question whether they're going to get paid by me too. But anyway, you're with us now, kid. We're good luck. I mean, because all the things like before I finished this ring story, I was talking about how I was like trying to figure out a way to get rid of you. Because I was like, I didn't think I could have both things. Like, you have softened me like that movie. You have made it so much easier for me.
No, that's why I was just like, I was crying so hard. It was like, you know, when like you're like choking on you're like,
And then you had the dream I cheated on you?
I think that was the
Before?
night before.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
maybe
Okay,
that was part
good.
of it too, where I was like, just going deep in it. I don't know. And then I had to take like a 3-hour nap.
Oh, because you cried so much?
cried
Oh
so
my God, like when
Wore
you're a
himself
kid?
out, yeah.
Were you like...
I just had like a headache. I was like, oh my God, I cried so much. My head hurts now. And then I got
Aw.
like nauseous because my head was hurting. And then Randy came and combed me.
Oh my God, when you cry, Randy like licks your tears. It's so cute except his breath's so nasty.
breath's
It's so gross. It's kind of offensive. But
Are my eyes like super red?
right now, a little bit. But it's so cute. Little
Should I
Asian
put
eyes.
these back on? My Vincaro sunglasses?
Wow, he did soften you, dude. It's so weird. It's,
I know.
To think like when you guys first met, like when we all just first heard the idea. I remember like coming down to the podcast and like Felicia being like you know Todd's hanging out with Annie Lederman. You know, and it just seems like I just can't believe that he pulled you down to the softened level. Not
Yeah.
like I said, you didn't speed him up or anything. It's like everything matches.
No,
Todd's
I
pace.
fucking yanked his
She
ass out of
speeded me
that.
up.
Here's what I did. Here's what I did for Todd. I saw his talent. Okay, which everyone did. Everyone always was kind of like bragging about how good Todd was. But I saw it and I went, let's clean up this. Let's pull you up here. And I just brought him around my friends. I didn't ever pitch him working for my friends or anything like that, but I just brought him around rich people that needed his services. And like Whitney just hired him. She just was like, oh, I need videos. So over the pandemic, Whitney was like supporting us pretty much through Todd working for her. And then my friend Mike O'Dare followed him on Instagram because he's just one of my good friends and followed him and was like, oh my God, I love the way he edits. And he hired him to work as a story producer. And that's where they won the Emmy. Todd's first job.
First network TV.
But it's like, I didn't have to pitch Todd to anyone. I just knew I just needed to get him around people and he can just do his thing. Like when we're all hanging out at Whitney's house and it's like a party with all these famous people, Todd's like smoking a cigarette with fucking Dave Grohl. Like Todd will find his way to just be chatting and laughing at Dave Grohl. But Todd's the best. He laughs in his sleep. I really can't ask for anything more. You were cracking up last night.
Me?
Yes.
Last night I was laughing in my sleep.
Yes.
That's so weird.
He just laughs in his
She
sleep.
told me that once, but I was laughing in my sleep. I was like, what?
Is there
That's
anything
so
more
weird.
That is
precious?
so
And then-
heartwarming, so
Is there anything more precious? I'm so lucky.
And then, like, the night after that, I had a dream where I did remember, I can't really remember what it is now, but I, like, woke myself up laughing in my dream about something. It was like,
And it's funny. It's probably like not a real joke. Like I'll
was.
come up with jokes in my dreams that I'm like, you know that feeling of when you get a good bit and you're like, this is it. Like it's worth $1 million. Like there's just like nothing better than like when you're like, oh my God, I did it. I'll have those dreams where I'm like, this is so funny. I'll be like, remember this when you wake up.
And you're like,
remember
this
this
is
when you wake
insane.
up. And then I'll wake up and it'll be like, do you ever have trash can lids and they don't fit? It's like, no, I've actually never had that happen, Annie. It's the least relatable thing in the world. But it's interesting because I had to know that I like deserve to have someone like you. But the thing is, I never, with all my anxiety and how hard I was working and the way I was like operating in the world, without the pandemic like forcing us together, I wouldn't have been able to do that with you. I probably would have broken up with you.
Yeah.
And
maybe.
it like forced us, like I had to like face myself with you there and get through it. And now I'm like, I deserve, and then it's like everyone deserves a Todd. I just brag about Todd. I'm like, oh my God, you don't even get it. But anyway, so we get home from the breath work, or I get home from the breath work. And how we had left it off is I freaked out at the ring store. And I get home from the breath work. I call my parents yesterday, FaceTiming with my dad. My mom comes in. She goes, I found this ring that I think was your great Aunt Helen's, like great aunt's. She's like, and Todd's been joking that he's going to get me an emerald. And I'm like, I'll kill you if you get me a fucking emerald. I want a big ass diamond. I'm getting a J-Lo diamond. I don't care how we're going to fucking do it. We're going to find a way to get a $10 million ring. I was like, I'm going to collab with someone. We'll figure it out. And my mom shows me this. It's this emerald with these diamonds around it, and it's so pretty. And she's like, yeah, I just found it in my drawer. I didn't even know we had it. And so she went to look at the appraisal, and she couldn't find it on there. My mom used to have an eBay drop-off store. So I get all excited. It's so pretty. It's like not the style I was looking for or anything. I never thought I would want an emerald engagement ring or anything, but it's my family's. It's just like an arrow. It's just so cool. And I just like how it looks. It's really pretty. And we can add a couple carats around it. We can spruce it up a little bit if we want to. Yeah. But it was like so unbelievable. My mom just found it after I did this whole like experience of kind of releasing this shit. And it's so cute. I love it so much. And so I'm excited. I call Todd's mom. I'm like, we found a ring. We found it. Because she bugs us like every day. Like, did you find a ring? Did you find a ring? And I'm like, we found a ring. And then she's at work. She's like, I'll call you back. So by the time she calls me back, my mom has called me and gone, wait. Hold off. This might be a fake ring that I got on eBay. Like she has an eBay drop-off store. She goes, it's not on the appraisal list. So it might be like costume jewelry or something. And I'm like, she's like, it looks real, but I don't know. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, all right, well, whatever, mom. It doesn't matter. What was exciting about it was that I liked it more than the ideas I had for rings. Like it was like, oh, okay. So now I know that I'm more open and there's some different ideas that I have because I wasn't like feeling right about the things we had looked at. Right. So then they were just like too basic. So then she's like, all right, I'm going to get it appraised right now. And I go, okay, I'll call you back. I don't hear from her. I'm like sitting on the edge of my seat. I'm like, is it real? Is it real? His mom's texting me. So I call my mom. I go, Mom, what'd you find out about that? She goes, oh, it was raining. I decided not to go get it appraised. I'm like, Mom, what the hell? So then in the morning, I call her and she's like, I got it appraised. She's like, it's all real. There's like some diamonds that are missing, so we have to fix it up. It's all real. And they said it's from the 1800s. And then she re-looked at the appraisal and she found it. It was just like in a different section. So it was my great Aunt Helen's. It's from the 1800s. It's so beautiful. It's so cool. So I'll just get it like reset.
So did she get a new appraisal or did they just see it on the old
They
appraisal?
didn't actually appraise the worth of it, but they like they checked out like what cut the diamonds are and what weight they are. And he said he just doesn't do jewelry anymore. So she's going to take it somewhere else or we'll take it when we get there. But so I have this fucking cool ring. And really then cool. She also found on the list of the appraisal list, she found this necklace that's amethyst. How do you say it? Amethyst? I don't know how to say it. Something. Amethyst. Amethyst. Yeah. Necklace with like these little gold pieces in it. And she's like, oh, this isn't like worth that much. But she's like, I think my mother bought it when she was on vacation in Florence. She would go to Europe and she liked buying jewelry. And so she died when my mom was pregnant with me. This is full circle story. And she said in my grandfather's handwriting, who died when I was 15, it said, maybe Annie will want this when she's 18. And I was 1 when he wrote it. It was 1984. So she has this necklace for me that is like from my grandfather from the beyond the grave.
I thought you were going to say so from cool? The war.
No. The only country my grandfather fought for was his country club. Okay.
I was about to ask. That story sounds like there was some money in the family, at least at some point. Was there money in the family when you were?
My grandfather worked like as a banker in New York.
Contrary to a lot of people's belief, Annie's family is not very. They were definitely upper middle class. Yeah. Family.
White trash is a choice.
My family. She just is a Philly girl, is what she is.
Here's the thing. I had to like hitchhike to go into the seedy parts of the city that I went to. My parents just weren't watching me, and the people that hung out with me were white trash.
Yeah. You should be so trafficked. You should be so dead.
I should be trafficked so hard.
A long time ago.
By the way, when I was in Costa Rica, I was like, the last time I was here, I was 17 years old, like alone.
That's because people looked at you and they were like, this girl does not have she doesn't have rich parents that'll pay anything for her. We're gonna get nothing from this girl.
But it's like they had money, they would have gotten you. No, I did this whole trip to Central America when I was a kid, but it's like when I was 17 by myself. It was with a program, but it was like so dangerous.
Never let me done that.
I know.
Never.
It's crazy, but isn't that so insane that we found this ring? Like it was just so exciting.
Insane.
And I love
great.
it. Todd's like, you want an emerald? I'm like, I
Like,
want.
all right.
Then I was reading about emeralds. Listen to this. Okay, so here's what emeralds mean. Emerald symbolism encompasses not only royalty, but also wit, eloquence, and foresight. The Jewel of Kings also serves as a May birthstone, which is his birth month.
Yeah.
Whatever its supposed mystical properties, this gem has long been regarded as a superior jewel. The emerald symbolizes truth and love. It is also known as a stone of intuition associated with sight and revelation of future events and truth. So I'm psychic. There were other things I found too. It's abundance, prosperity. It's known as good luck. It's supposed to be good for curing, I'm trying to find where that is, curing insomnia and depression.
Oh.
Just having the thing?
Yeah, it's just symbolizes
Well, my
that.
friend.
And then my shaman told me that it's like the color green is something else. I want to play it so you can hear my shaman's voice. This is who is leading me through breath work. So here's my precious shaman.
Hi, Annie. I hope you're going well. Yeah, the emerald, being green, is very much about the heart energy, and it's kind of a soothing energy, and it brings just like
It's
a
going fast for
general
someone.
sense of balance. It's also good for focusing the mind and
Crackheads?
for just creating harmony and balance in general. So it's really a lovely stone to have on you. So good luck with that, and the gods have given you a beautiful gift. Bye.
Oh, isn't he so cute?
He reminds me of the.
I have a crush on him.
Remember when you were doing the master cleanse and you were looking at that one shot?
Oh, no, he does not remind you of that. Don't you dare.
That time where he was saying what he's going, it sounded like he was going to go, yes?
Yes. I did the master cleanse and we watched this one guy who is like talking about the master cleanse who is so annoying.
But it was just like this guy in like a robe and he's like, so what you're going to want to do, yes, is take the lemons,
Yes.
and squeeze the lemon
Yes.
juice, yes, and then you get the cayenne, yes.
Yes. It was like disgusting. It was actually so disgusting.
That's like a tick of some kind.
It was disgusting. It
Yes.
was like, eat some solid foods or you're going to say yes too much. It was really nasty. But I had a great breathwork weekend. It was so fun. I'm down to do more spiritual stuff now. I think I'm going to do
Yeah.
ayahuasca again.
Well, I was going to say, my friend got his wife now I think it was like a jade or like a sapphire ring instead of like
Sapphire?
a diamond. Sapphire?
Sassafire.
What is it?
Sassafire.
Sapphire?
I think it's sapphire. You
Sapphire,
guys. I think we've all done too many party drugs.
I got distracted by him saying it wrong. Sapphire. 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 I knew that.
Pacifier. But he got him one of those, and I was like, "What, dude? What the hell?" And he's like, "Well, just think about it." He's like, "It's so weird that everyone knows how bad diamonds are, all the shit that like it takes to get diamonds, and how like a terrible reputation it is, and like they still like everyone.
Because it's such a sign of like precious wealth. And
Yeah, it's
And it was a sham to begin with. Like it was all
All
an
going
ad
to the
campaign
same-
from De Beers, like in the 30s.
But we, by the way, watched Blood Diamond because his mom was like, "Do not get a real diamond," because his mom. It's more because she's trash
cheap.
and wants us to not. So I had decided. His mom had convinced me I wanted a lab-grown diamond because I was like, not only do I not have to worry about the blood, but also I can get a bigger one for more money.
It's like a third
for
of
less
the price.
money.
It's like a fourth of the price.
But I still want a big lab-grown diamond. But that'll be my other present for later. But
Yeah.
it's so pretty. The ring's so cute.
I actually want to see it.
It's from the 1800s. How cool is that? It's like old. It's from my family. And my mom told me that my twin brother, so she had gotten robbed by one of our babysitter's boyfriends, and they took most of the jewelry. But the only things that were left, there was one diamond ring that went to my sister-in-law, went to Max's wife. It was supposed to be my ring, but he's my twin. I'm like, what am I not going to let him have the ring? So then he proposed to his wife with that, Dana, who's one of my best friends. And then my older brother took my grandmother's wedding ring that she wore even till she passed away and melted it down and made his wedding band out of it. So we all have, now all three of us have stuff from our ancestors. Isn't that cool? Isn't that special?
That's so
I
special.
gotta figure out if there's anything in my family like that. I think there is. I think my mom has told me because like I'm at a stage where people are asking a lot, and like her friends are starting to ask like, is he gonna blah. And it's like I'm not really in a position in life to be talking about like the ring that you guys are talking about, right? And I'm like, I don't want to do it like bullshit or fake or some IOU romantic shit.
But that's the thing. It's like,
well, I could do family,
like,
some kind of ring in the family.
Yeah, yeah.
But that seems like a cop. That seems like I cheated.
What, getting a ring in the family?
Yeah, being like, hey, I'm not ready financially to do this, and that's a huge.
No, it's just
it's
weird,
better. It's better.
It's the way it should be. It is. If you think about it, it is weird that you have to like. What is it like? 3 months salary.
It's so fun.
You have to do this.
No. Buying a new ring is not ideal. I don't think so. I would have always wanted to have a family. You can make it nicer, like you can make it bigger and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like it's cooler. You want something that's been passed on from generation to generation. That's like special.
That is cool. Yeah.
Yeah, because
It's
that's
so
what I said
special.
about my friend that did that, and then I thought about it. He spent like $600 on a ring.
Hey, that's
his-
that's right about in my range. Dog.
And he's like, yeah, dude, it's like,
Look at it.
Everyone knows how.
Isn't it so cool?
Yeah, that looks like a Slytherin artifact. That is so cool.
It's so cool.
Like that really looks like it has like the just sort of the eloquence of like what do you call it?
Slytherin. Ew.
No, it's like
I don't want the ring anymore. Ew. Slytherin.
I guess
You fucking dork. This dork is fired. You're not getting paid for today. You're going to have to beg us for that money. We're going to make you beg us for your pay every time.
think of the length of the text. I'm so long
Oh
winded.
my God, that's so funny. But now that I don't worry about money anymore, and it's not like, it is like I stopped worrying about money and then it started flowing in. I know that sounds like so woo-woo, but after all the breathwork talk, who cares? But it's like, I realize how much of my life is now free to start focusing on other things, because every minute of every day you're like worrying about money when you don't have it.
It's fully consumed. It's like a full-time job not having any money.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
so
by
weird.
the way, Mike's gonna come on the road with us. We're gonna go to Laughs in Seattle. I think that the tickets are on sale already. I think it's up on, I don't know what the date is. It's in March, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it is on your website yet. We'll
Okay,
see.
well, by the time this comes up, it probably will.
Yeah, hopefully.
So that's a special show to come to, because we're gonna have a little cracky mic opening for me.
talking fast and loud.
It's between the two of us. It's like
It's a lot.
it's a lot of Adderall. The Adderall tour. But yeah, I'm really excited for the new year. Do you guys have any
Seattle. Sorry.
Seattle?
There we go.
We're gonna go to the what's the tower? What's the thing?
Space Needle.
We're gonna go to the Space Needle.
And use intravenously.
It's a space
Why did I think it was a Sears
straw.
Tower? What
It's a
is that?
space straw that we snort our Adderall from.
Yeah. A city with a heroin problem and Space Needles are monument?
Now, do you have, what's your goals for this year, Todd?
My goal is to, maybe win a primetime Emmy this year.
Ooh.
Not this bullshit family and children.
How are you going to do that and also be the producer of AnnieWood?
'Cause maybe my next show wins a primetime Emmy.
What happens? Okay, so obviously if you get another job, you're going to take the job because you're good at
Well,
it.
I feel like
How do you do
now I'm
both?
in a point. I'm in a point now where I could pick and choose what jobs I want.
Yeah.
I don't have to take every job.
But I actually do believe more than anyone in the world that you would be able to do as good a job as you're doing on this and also make an Emmy
Yeah.
award-winning show.
Yeah. Well,
Do you
that's what
think
I
you
did.
would be able to do it?
With when I was doing.
Oh, you had California Baby.
I had a bunch of shit.
Sarah Weinsheng's
I
podcast.
had Whitney's thing.
Whitney's
that
stuff.
was crazy. I was doing like 6 different jobs when I was doing.
You
making
did have a
fun.
little anxiety though.
I was very anxious, but I had Mike Schmidt helping me too. He was coming in. I was paying him. I was making bank.
We're gonna have to have our other new mic.
Yeah, we got a new Mike. Yeah, Mike could help me.
We'll crack this thing out.
Yeah. Or snorting Adderall.
Yeah, emphasis on the crack.
But so that's your goal, is to get a primetime Emmy?
Maybe.
Okay. What about you, Mike?
I guess my goals for next year are to
Make $100 a week.
Yeah, are to be. It's like it's hard to put a. Well, first of all, I want to have a like a podcast or like a project that I'm putting out that is me and a buddy and I. We got something going, but I want to have it out by 23 and have. I'd like to see the end of next year and be like, dude, the podcast is still going, 50 episodes, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also,
What's it called? Did you start it?
I think it's gonna be called Chick Stuff.
Chick stuff?
Yeah.
Cool.
Like, so like say episode 1 is like astrology, and like it's like we take on like like me and my buddy Darren Davis. He used to hang out at the Comedy Store, but we're just gonna like take on woo girl shit, but just to discuss it honestly from our perspective. I don't know.
like that.
It'll be
That's a
fun,
good
yeah.
idea.
It'll turn into more this, like where it's just we're bullshitting, but you need something to frame it around, or else people won't show
You
up.
think
to
this is
begin.
just bullshit?
No, I mean like where you get into
Well,
whatever.
you have a little more time to work on your podcast.
Don't. How dare you? No, and just to not be fucking running at all time in like just in total terror of my finances.
Right.
Yeah. That's.
Well, you're gonna get your finances fixed up. We're good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are momentum bottled up. It's crazy.
Yeah. The pandemic was just really. Yeah.
I'm sorry for your grandmothers and grandfathers, but goddamn,
The
the
pandemic was
pandemic
great.
was great for us.
It was just I made so much during the pandemic because I was making $1,000 a week off unemployment because I had so many hours at the Comedy Store that when
I was
went on
making like
unemployment,
$10 a week.
I made so much.
I made no money on unemployment, so I just had to do my Patreon and stuff. Which, by the way, my $20 hollers, all the people that were on my Patreon, I fucking love you. Thank you guys so much. That was so fun. I mean, some of you are a little crazy and you know who you are and you've been blocked and you're scary. But the rest.
I was just doing like over 40 hours a week at the Comedy Store before the pandemic. So when they saw that, they were just like, all right, here's $1,000 a week. And honestly, that lasted for like, what, 3 months, maybe 4 months. And that was just like what I needed to just. I always say that it's like, who knew that you just need the government to help you out just a little bit
Just a
to
tiny
just
bit.
get your fucking
Yeah,
life and shit
he
together.
started his business.
That's how I was able to start my business. I was able to like buy all the equipment I needed to like actually like do my job better. Yep. And everyone's always like the conspiracy theorists that are like, dude, they are just doing that so you get like reliant on the government. It's part of their plan, you idiot. And I'm like, well, then I guess I outsmarted the government because now I don't need to rely on them at all because they gave me money and
I feel like, not to cut you off, but God, you kept going. I was like, nobody's gonna ask me what I want on my own fucking show.
What does she want?
I want to continue to take the pebbles out of my shoe.
Oh.
I want to keep reminding myself, you can help me with this, that maybe there isn't a problem. I feel like I create problems, or I look at things as problems. They're all learning experiences.
You gotta
Everything
do
that's
like,
been, yeah,
like everything everywhere at once. You gotta fight your problems with love.
with love, yes.
You gotta fight it by using silly.
I
putting
do.
the googly eyes.
I do put googly eyes on things.
I know. We gotta do it more.
More googly eyes, bigger googly eyes. But I also want to just keep creating my art, just being expressed, feeling good, and dropping the things that don't serve me and not feeling bad about it.
Yeah.
Not
Fuck
being held back
yeah.
by things, just like dropping them out of my shoe, getting the pebbles out. These don't serve me. It's all good. And maybe get a Cybertruck. Are they coming out, Eli? What the hell are you doing on fucking Twitter? I need my Cybertruck, motherfucker.
I know. What the fuck?
And I want to just continue to make money. I want my movies with Bonnie McFarlane I'm working on to fucking get made, explode. I'm just excited to perform for as many people as possible, maybe a special. But I'm just, continued prosperity, love, abundance.
Yeah.
I have a vision in my head of doing maybe something special about some of the woo stuff I do, and or
Maybe some live AnnieWood shows. in the
yes, live
future.
AnnieWood shows. We definitely in 2024 will have an AnnieWood cruise. Okay, 2024 there's gonna be an
it might
AnnieWood
be
cruise.
like a
Catamaran.
yacht.
Yeah.
Maybe not a cruise ship.
No, we're not letting the fans on the yacht with us.
Like a riverboat prom.
It'll end up like the end of fucking
On
White Lotus.
A bunch of
It'll end up like the end of
gondolas,
White
the
Lotus, and let's
gondolas.
just say I won't be the one holding the gun.
oh my god, now you're the spoiler?
I didn't say what happened. Nobody knows.
All right, guys.
All right, this has been good. Happy New Year, guys, and hopefully we'll see you in Vegas. And we love you. We're excited. Give it up for Crybaby over here.
I didn't cry. I put fake eye drops in.
He put fake eye drops in. Give it up for Cracky and Crybaby. Crybaby and Crackbaby. We wish you a wonderful, abundant, amazing year, and we're so grateful for you. And I can't wait for more.
This is AnnieWood, we ain't gotta pretend, cause this is all real spiel from beginning to end. This is AnnieWood, we ain't gotta pretend, cause this is all real spiel from beginning to end. Raised as a twin, I'm a slug with bananas, got bows and rows, yeah, I pose for the cameras. Rolling on my scooter and you know I'm looking fresh. Eating my banana, drinking liquid death. This is AnnieWood, we manifested the check. Just opened up a door and Esther was on my steps. This is AnnieWood, we manifested the check. Just opened up a door and Esther was on my steps.